Good old Tetris, a simple yet timeless puzzle game released in the mid-80s that was designed by Alexei Petanov, a Russian software engineer. Known for its simplicity, quirky music and addictive gameplay, the title has been ported to over 65 different platforms, sold over 202 million copies by December 2011, won awards from publications such as ZZ Zap 64 and Sinclair User, heavily influenced Nintendo sales for the GB and NES, and has been established as one of the greatest, if not the best, puzzle game of all time. Now, with a game that's as popular as Tetris, many sequels and spin-offs were made. Some of the best ports can be found on the Game Boy and the NES. But there's one version that I think that we need to check out. Oh yeah! "3D Tetris" is a puzzle game that's developed by T&E Software, published by Nintendo, that was released for the Virtual Boy on the 22nd of March 1996 for North America. Receiving negative to poor reviews, Entertainment Weekly compared the title to the video game Blockout, which sucks, further criticising the Virtual Boy's eye straining. Many publications referred to the title as a downgrade, with scores such as a 6 out of 10 from Game Informer, 1 star out of 5 from Next Gen, and 12 out of 20 from GamePro. Let's check it out. I've got mixed emotions about this one. There's some aspects I like and some that I hate. The game offers 3 modes: 3D Tetris, Centerfill, and Puzzle, and with 30 different variants of block types that are all rendered in a 3D wireframe. The game, for what it is, it's functional. Just like the OG Tetris, the player must rack up lines or tiles, if you would, scoring points along the way. It's good, and actually great to see another title utilising more of the 3D stereoscopic effect that's a lot more in depth compared to, let's say, Virtual Tetris. Virtual Tetris is a puzzle game that's developed and published by... Wait, this is just Tetris. Nothing new. Now, in this game you gotta flip the blocks, and depending on which difficulty and level you choose will determine block types and speed. I started at level 5 and on easy, and yeah, pretty cruisy. The player uses the left D-pad to maneuver blocks, and the entire right side of the controller to flip, so there's plenty of options there. I guess a game like this only really needs 3 buttons. Visuals and sound are nice, and a whole bunch of characters which add to the game's, let's say, theme, and a decent variety of Tetris tunes. Cool. Let's talk about the negative now. It's on the Virtual Boy. The pace is slow, and the game's camera system that rotates left to right is even slower, which can make it difficult to line up blocks with not enough field of view for the player. Thank God you can speed up your drops using the shoulder button, but it's still at a snail's pace. I'll also mention the annoying sound effect when dropping blocks. And of course, this being a VB title, your eyes are gonna strain. Well, at least mine did. Jesus Christ, I'm going blind! So yeah, you've been warned. This is also a good example of a downgrade. Some games should stick to their roots, and making the jump to 3D doesn't always result in a better game. Castlevania, Legacy of Darkness, I'm talking about you. This ain't a bad game, but it's a game that no one asked for. As a matter of fact, this is the last title officially released in North America. And no, Bound High does not count, as it was only showcased and never made a formal release. 4 months later, the Virtual Boy was discontinued. Not a great spin-off, but not gonna lie, there are some horrible versions out there. So in that regard, this is decent. Also, excuse the shitty looking gameplay. Again, it's very hard to record and play at the same time. Think of this as more a demonstration.